Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can randomize your responses that you set up in your flows inside of UChat much more simpler, so much more simplified. And it is incredibly easy to do. They implemented this a few weeks back and it replaces so many blocks inside of your existing flows. So normally you would do something like this, right? You have a randomizer, split, and then you randomize the responses accordingly. So I just set up 5 responses. So let's say, hey, how can I help? Happy to help, sure, anytime. What is your question? Always here for you. How may I help you? And always around to help out. What is your question? So these are just examples, of course, but you can see how you can randomize answers this way. And if you want to randomize even more, you can do so. After this randomization of responses, you could do another one, right? So you just lead every single block to this one and then set up another variation of responses. So you can make this as advanced as you want to, basically. But this takes up a lot of time and a lot of blocks inside your flow. So how can you provide a more clean structure for your flows and replace this entire setup with just one single text block? It is really easy to do. And this is something UChat implemented a few weeks back again. So we are just going to add a new step, going to send a message. And then for sending a message, we are going to go with text block. So there's nothing changing in that regard. But we're going to the variables icon. From here, we're going to go with random text. And then once the random text variable has been inserted, we're going to press it. From here, we can set up any kind of variant. So we can set up all the variants we want here. So let me just grab the different ones we had, right? So let's grab this one, put it right inside there, grab the other one, happy to help, put it inside there as another variant text. We replace this entire block, these 6 blocks, with just this text block alone. So we can just go towards this one instead of using this entire setup. So how much cleaner is your flow now, right? Because I can basically just delete all these blocks in a single go. Just delete them. And you now only have one block. So how neat is this? So let us test if this works, right? So if it should work, but if we get all the different kinds of responses by previewing this block. So let's set this up. I'm going to preview the block a few times and we should get any variant of these responses. So let me test that right now. Okay, so let's preview the first block, right? There we go. We get sure, anytime, what is your question? So that's one variant. Let's preview it another time. Always here for you, how may I help you? Let's do it 2 more times. 1, 2. Well, let's do it 3 more times. As you can see, sometimes you do get the same results, but that's because it's just a randomizer. It chooses between different paths. But you can see that the happy to help is another variant that you will get. So if I do it 1 or 2 more times, that's 1 and that's 2. You will see that you will get another one, always around to help you, to help out. What is your question? So you can see that the randomizer, so the spintax basically, another word for randomizer is spintax. It's really easy to set up inside of UChat. As you can see, you have a total of, I believe, 6 variants at the moment. 6 variants. And if you want to add another batch, you can easily do so by just having a randomizer in between. So you can just press the plus sign, you can say split. And from here, you could, for example, say add a variant, add another one, And from here, you will attach one variant to this one. So this variant will contain those 5 responses. And then you could say, okay, I'm going to duplicate this. And then I'm going to set up another set of responses according to this variant. So you can set up 5 different responses or 6 different responses according to this text block. And still the flow is much cleaner because you are only using 3 blocks now instead of the 6 that we had previously. So hope this video helped you in showing the power of having a more structured and more clean setup inside your flow builder using the generated response. So basically the randomized responses / spintax inside of UChat.